Good morning, everybody. TGINF. Happy Friday. We're still working on some cookies right here, so that's the last one. So, anyway, good morning. Happy Friday. Hope y'all are doing well. Have a few little things to talk about this morning. If I don't forget them, I didn't write any of them down. But yeah, let's before we do that, let's take a look and see who we got hanging out here today. We have Mr. George. Good morning, sir. Hope you're having a good Friday. Steve Gronsky's here. He says thumbs up. Yeah, look at there. We already got 12 of them going over there. Man, you guys are killing it today. Larry Galt says, good morning, everyone. TGIF. Rain came as predicted. Looks like no rain from Ida. Yeah, I was watching my gal Joanne this morning, and she was talking about, I guess it is yesterday it was just something, a little storm brewing, I guess. And today, I guess it's now a tropical storm. And I guess by tomorrow, they're thinking it will be at least a Category 1 hurricane because it's heading across those warm waters of the Gulf. So it should pick up some steam. And it looks like they're talking about at least the projected path they're showing right now is just to the left or to the west of New Orleans or Nolans, however you're supposed to say it. So anyway, everybody be safe who lives down there. Monroe Cook is here. Good morning, Monroe. Troy Pritchard's in the house. He says thumbs up. Thank you, Troy. Darren Birds. Good morning, Darren. Jesse's in the house. Good morning, Jesse. Let's see. Paul Stewart's here. Good morning, Paul. I'm going to be talking about I didn't do a poll, but your exact question in the Gatton CNC group. So I'll be going through some of the quick responses to that today. Just so you know. Kevin Ells, good morning, sir. Bart Bixel's over there on the Facebook, holding that down. Good deal. As is Bill Hoffman. Says, good morning, Dave, and everyone. Hot, humid, dog days of summer. Yes, indeed. There's Mr. Hamilton. Good morning, Greg. How are you doing this morning? Hope all is well. Hey, you better stop because I don't have any more. It's not dog day today. That was yesterday. He's pouting. Let me do a shot on Jack Kim. All right, now you're not gonna look up here now that I can put the camera on you. You're down there scrounging around, see if you dropped a crumb or two. Yeah. Such a spoiled puppy dog, I am telling you. But he's a good boy. All right, let's see. Brian Short is here. Good morning, Brian. Dennis Nolan. Hello all. TGYF. Okay. And I got something you want to listen to Dennis, since you're getting your lathe here pretty soon. Something you might be interested in. Just found out about it this morning, so it's hot off the press. Let's see. Brian says we got 2 hours of steady rain last night here in Ohio. Yep. Ronald Cools says good morning. How you doing, Ronald? You feeling better? About got the Rona whooped. Gary Hammett's here. Good morning, Gary. As is Wilson Rubottom. Y'all still hitting the thumbs up over there. That's good. There's Mr. Jim Sinicola. A rainy Friday, he says, up there in Michigan. All right. All right. Good deal, Ronald. Good deal. There's my favorite solar man right there, Mr. Ryan Ballard. Are you going to be having a video come out this weekend, Ryan? Just asking. Clyde CNC. Good morning, Clyde. How are you doing this morning? Man, I got sniffles this morning. I think so. I got that fan blowing on me too much, and it's pretty cool out here right now. For the time being, it won't last long. Anyway, yesterday I was talking about that camera mount thing that I saw in that video, and if you look, check it out. I got me an upside down tripod mounting thing. And I haven't really, I haven't shot any video other than just test to, to check, make sure it all works right. But I love the way that hangs. It's right now with the tripod closed up all the way, it hangs right at eye level for me. So it's easy to work. And also I can, bring it down a little bit because that thing that you crank that raises the camera up, it's all the way in the down position, which since it's upside down means it's all the way in the up position. But yeah, I really am going to like that thing. And I like it so much. Before I start doing some video out here today, I'm going to take it back down. And because the piece of plywood I had was just wide enough to make it and then 4 foot long. So I'm going to take it back off of there and trace and get however many more I can get out of that piece of plywood. I know I can get 2, maybe 3, but I want to get at least 2 more and put them in other places in my shop, because it's to me, it's the perfect kind of mount for a shop like mine, which is, this is a narrow thing. If you look down here, I try to keep the center open where I can walk through, and everything is against the wall. Some things I have to pull out to use them, but pretty much everything is against the wall. And by putting these mounts and having them hanging down in places, I won't be tripping over tripods as I walk through here. So let's see. Let me back up here just a bit here. Hey, there's Kenneth. I missed him. How you doing, Kenneth? Good morning, sir. Welcome to the coffee sessions. Ryan says, last day at the beach for a bit. That's right. I forgot you on the vacay. Ryan says, have a video almost ready, a little more editing to do. All right. Well, I can't wait. I love your videos. Let's see. Bill Hoffman says, Dave, so sorry to hear of the loss of our classmate, Ted Andrew. Just curious, did Ted marry his longtime sweetheart, Terry Lawson? Those two were made for each other. I don't know. I saw that Connie posted some pictures that were scanned out of the old yearbook, and just about every one of the pictures he was with Terry. So I don't know if, a lot of times you have and I know this from experience, a lot of times you have an old high school sweetheart and then it just doesn't work out. But I don't know. I'd have to. Connie might know. Darren says, or ask, I guess, you thinking of using your monitor arm plan for your camera? No. I think once I make a couple more of these things, And the cool thing, let me just show you how this works. Let's see if I can tilt this camera up. Okay, there you can see the piece of plywood. All right, now watch how easy this is. That's it. So in the front, I've got a long slot, so I push it to the back and then raise these up until they catch, and then boom, that's it. And of course, that's just a flat piece of plywood right up against the, right now it's got one screw in it. I haven't even put more screws in it because I knew I was going to take it back off and trace and make some more of them. But, so when you take the tripod out, and I'll still be taking the, at the end of the day, I'll be just grabbing the tripod just like I did. And pulling it off and then taking that whole thing. But what I like about this setup is on my camera, there's a special, I say special, but there's a little thing that screws into the bottom of the camera with a 1/4-20 thread. And then it's got a little thing that makes it real easy to clip on and off of that tripod. And all the other tripods I have just have that little thing with the 1/4-20. So, and also the one that I'm using, I can never point right, that I made that mounted to the wall right there, that little arm that swings out. It just uses that little 1/4-20 thing. So that means I have to stop and take the other little thing off of the bottom of the camera. But with this setup, I won't have to do that. I can just leave the camera on that tripod. And the only time I really need to pop it off is when the battery goes dead, because it's a little easier to take it off to change the battery and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's going to be pretty awesome. I'm getting behind. Wild Bill Larison is here. Or I guess I should say Slim Larison is here. Mr. Weight Loss Guy. Doing a good job, Bill. Doug Sisk is here. Lingering in the shadows. He says, no, Bill. And he's talking to Bill Hoffman. He did not. So he did not marry Terry Lawson. I kind of thought so, but I wasn't sure. Glad you were here to clear that up for us, Doug. Because I know a lot of times things just don't work out. I know for the longest time I would go to reunions and people that hadn't seen me since high school would say, oh, yeah, you married so-and-so, didn't you? Because that was I'm using so-and-so as the anonymous name. But, they knew that we dated all in high school. And so like, yeah, you married so-and-so, didn't you? I'm like, no. But they just assumed that. Let's see. Dennis says, who did the video for the upside down cam? Well, it's not really a video about that. He shows it just very briefly at the end, and I will find that for you here in just a second. Get you a link. Bill says, thanks, Doug. Thomas Grimm is here this morning. Doug says she married a vet in Florida. Okay. And I hope she's doing well. I hadn't heard anything about her in a long, long time until I saw those pictures on Facebook that Connie posted. Rob Schuster's in the house. Good morning, Rob. From Laramie, Wyoming. All right. That's a pretty slick man. Well, it's slick, but it's so simple, it's ridiculous. That's what, when I saw it, I'm like, good gosh, why hadn't I thought of that? But super easy to do. And like I said, I like it so much, I'm going to make 2 or 3 more and then screw them up, and then you don't ever have to worry about it because they're up way up out of the way, and then you just take tripod, flip it over, hook it on there, and you're done. So let me see if I can find the video. Dennis says, I have suspended ceiling, so this bracket won't work for me. Yeah, you probably have to. I mean, you could do it, but you'd have to have it stand off somehow and be a little more fidgety. Darren says, great idea. And it's not my idea now. I'm not taking credit for the idea. I want to thank that guy. I want to say that guy's thing was, now I don't know if that's his name, but the channel was Mark, and I think it was with a C, MARC, One Way Wood Turning or something like that. I'm going to look it up here in a minute. But before I do that, and don't let me forget, Dennis, Larry says he married his high school sweetheart 56 years ago. Good deal. Bill says, I married my high school sweetheart twice. What was I thinking? No comment there, Bill. No comment there. Wilson said he did too 50 years ago. Congratulations, guys. Let's see. Kenneth's got a question. With the Gatton CNC, can the lower Y, let's see if I can understand this. Can the Y lower short plywood strip be placed on top for the additional 3/4 Z clearance? All right, are you just talking about that little strip, just a plain strip that ties the front plate to the back plate? And if that's the one you're talking about, I'm like, yeah, you could probably just leave it off if you wanted to, but it's there to help stabilize and box in everything that helps make that that's the whole thing. Box it in because that's where you get your strength. Stuff that's boxed. Doug says, make a plywood panel to replace the acoustic panel. Hey, he's talking about to Dennis there. That's a thought. Yeah, because all you got to do is cut it. If you got to suspend the ceiling, all you got to do is cut a piece of plywood. And then you could put some standoffs and put one of those things. Or you could probably put it right in the panel itself. Because all that is nothing fancy. It's just cutting some slots. You have to make the front one right there. When you put it in, you put it in first, and then it's longer, so it goes far enough back that the back legs extend past the back of that, and then they come up and hook in, and then they can only come so far. So super simple, but works great. All right, I'm getting way behind here. We're 20 minutes in. Let me, real quick, Dennis, I want to tell you about something I think you might be interested in, and then I will go find that video that you're talking about. But I've already got this one pulled up. I was watching one of the guys I'm subscribed to. It's Doug at Pole Barn, and it's POHL. I think that must be his last name, I guess. Pole Barn Productions. And during his video, he was helping to promote this other channel called Making It Out of the Woods. And this is a gal, I think she's over in England or UK somewhere. Got kind of a small channel, 1.42K subscribers or something like that. But anyway, she has a video that's came out August 20th, so it came out a few days ago. But in this video, it says wood turning, a fancy hybrid shave brush, and a maker challenge. And this is why I'm mentioning this to you, since you're getting a lathe. They're going to do a little, she's doing a maker challenge where you make a tea light, you know, with those little candle things, a tea light holder. So that's a good, simple project for people to get in on. So I'm going to do it. And the challenge runs from September 1st through September 30th. So, you know, you got plenty of time. And I don't know when your lathe's coming in. You probably have it by the 1st of September. But anyway, you get the whole month. So you know the drill. You know how these challenges work. You do a video and then you send them the link and then they put it in a playlist. I don't think it's really a contest or anything. I haven't really. I just don't think it is. I think it's just a challenge to get people out, you know, make something, you know, in today's, you know, trying times. It's good to get out and shop and forget about things for a minute. So I think that's what this challenge is about. So I plan on participating because I thought, yeah, good, something fairly easy, a tea light holder. I can do that. So anyway, I want to tell you about that. So let me put the link. I'm going to copy this link right here. And I'm going to put it right here. So that link, Dennis, and anybody else that wants to watch this, that's the link to that video. Her name is Claire, I think. But anyway, like I said, it's going to be hashtag Tea Light Challenge 2021. So you got plenty of time. You're getting your lathe in. You got plenty of time. Yeah. Okay, lathe coming here today. Finished his bench yesterday. Video coming about making that. Awesome. I was going to ask you if you were going to make a video about making that. I made one about making mine years ago, but I was hoping you would do that. Okay, Kenneth says yes. So yeah, so you're talking about that. Me personally, I would leave it where it's at. Yeah, I would leave it where it's at. Because if you take that out and move it up there, then you don't really have anything holding those plates parallel at the bottom. And that's pretty important. Okay, let me go find. Well, let me do it right here. Let's see if I can find that other video. And like I said, the video, Mark One Way of Turning. That's his channel. Okay, here it is, right here, I think. Oop, turn the sound off so I don't get in trouble with the YouTubes. Let's see if I can maybe share this real quick. Okay, I'll share it as soon as I get through the ads. Yeah, this video is from 2016. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to show the last few seconds. But this is the guy's video. You know, like I said, he's been talking about jigs and fixtures and tips and stuff like that. But then right near the end of this, here we go. He pans the camera up. Now, see, he made his round. And he made it where it's also connected to another board, so he can actually spin it around a little bit. I didn't really see the need to do that since my camera will swivel 360 degrees on the mount that's on the tripod itself. But there he's showing another one with a tripod hanging on it. But you can see how when I saw that, I'm thinking, holy, that's the ticket right there. But anyway, I don't want to get in trouble for copyright infringement and stuff, so I'm not going to show much of it. But that's it, and I will post the link to that video over here in the chat. And there is the link to that one. Let's see. Gary says, Dave, are you still doing the flight simulator? I haven't flown in that little Microsoft flight simulator in months. I still have it. It's still on my computer. And even every once in a while, I will go click on it just to load it so that it will automatically get the updates. So I stay current with all the updates and stuff. But right now, just recently having a heart attack stuff, I need to be out doing stuff. I don't need to be sitting in a chair, doing that. That's the worst thing I can do. So that's what got me the heart attack. Too much sitting in the chair. So I will save that for when it's too dang cold to get out and do anything else. And of course, you have to remember, I live in Georgia, so it's almost never too cold to get out and do something. So I will, I'll still have it, and I'll do it from time to time probably, but no, haven't flown it in months. Wilson says you must be laying off the Little Debbie's. Yeah, I actually bought some the last time I went to the grocery store. And of course they're all gone. They didn't last long. But I kept thinking, man, even the smallest size pants I have were starting to get baggy. And I'm like, man, it's time for some Little Debbie's or something, because I'm just shriveling up to nothing here. But yeah, I had those, and I figure, life's short, it won't hurt to have some of them. So Kenna says, I was just thinking you would gain what you lose when you add a spoil board, as well as putting it on the top. Okay. Another thing you could do is you could always, well, no, you couldn't, because it's not. You could put some, I know some people take that piece that goes where the bottom angle on the sides for the y-axis, instead of putting it underneath the main piece of plywood, they put it on top to try to gain 3/4 inches there. I don't know. I'm just telling you, as the person that designed it, you keep stuff boxed in, and that's where you get your strength. So anyway, all right, that was my timer. So let's see. It's also saying to add to the cut size conversation yesterday, you cut out the front of the table roughly 4 inches, correct? You cut out in front of the table. Yeah, I think so. I think it's about 4 inches. If you're talking about the overhang, I think so. Oh, and you know what? We have been so busy. We'll run a little long here. Won't kill us. I'm not on any tight schedule anyway. Let me just real quickly, because I told Paul we'd run through. No, I have not. Wrong. I have not. But I am going to hook it up to one of my other machines. Let me real quickly go find the question. And I'll just read a few of them real quick here because there was a pretty good response. And come on, computer. All right, real quick here. I put word for word the way you asked the question in the coffee sessions. I put it just like that in the Gatton CNC group. And I'm probably going to have to put my glasses on. All right, so we had 17 people comment, and I'll just read a few of them here. I won't say any names because it don't really matter. But anyway, we have one person said, I have about a 48 by 48 cut area, rarely use more than 12 inches. See, told you. Full size sheets of plywood are not what CNC is about unless you are Dave. And he's talking about me because I cut the kits out of them. I made, somebody else says, I made my working area 49 inches on the X so I can tile full sheets through and 38 on the Y. The average size of the stuff I make is probably, say it with me, 12 by 18. Let's see. I think 5 by 5 is great big enough for Baltic bird sheets. Yeah. But how often are you going to throw a whole sheet on there? That's the thing. Here's somebody else says 50 by 50. And I'll even say his name. This is Alan Kreifels, which Alan uses his in a business. So that's also a little different. He says 50 by 50 cut area, regularly used 24 by 48 jig, a 12 by 24 jig, and a 12 by 12 jig. Lots of flexibility. But again, he has regular products that he's making because he uses it with a business. He's not I wouldn't say he's a hobbyist. Let me just scroll down here. I don't have time to read all these. Here's another one. Machine size 24 by 48. Normal use is 24 by 24. Here's another one. 48 by 48 cutting area, mostly used about 24 by 24. But nice to have the extra area if needed. Well, yeah, it's nice to have, but do you want to give up that space, forever in your shop, and then, and then always cut the little stuff? Yeah, it's nice to have something. It's nice to, it'd be nice to have a tractor trailer to haul some stuff, but I wouldn't do it very often. A couple more here. I have a 48 deep by 56 wide Gatton CNC, and I've never used the whole cutting size. Mine mostly gets used for camper signs. I'd love to do some bigger cars, but no one has asked me for the bigger stuff. So there are a couple of exceptions in those comments there, but for the most part, they pretty much, nailed what I was saying yesterday, that most people build them bigger than they really need. So, all righty. Al Forte, good morning, Al. Carl Whitaker's slipped in here. Good deal. All right, I'm running over. We're about 5 minutes over, so that doesn't really mean anything. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to make some more of those little things right there and hang them around my shop, and then I'm going to shoot some video. Y'all set your alarm for 6 o'clock and get up and watch my video. My video comes out tomorrow morning at 0600. So I know y'all will do that. Anyway, everybody have a good Friday, good weekend, and let's all meet back here Monday morning with some coffee. Y'all take care. Oops, I got to find the button. Oh, there it is. All right. See y'all.